Hi everyone, it's Nicole here from My Dear Charlie. Welcome to my first project and first video for 2020. This one's actually a bit late. This is my December lavender blue design team project. Just running a bit over with, all the festivities of December. We had, of course, Christmas and we had birthdays, but anyway, we're through that now, and I say time to get back on track. So this month I've made a journal again. I have used from Lavender Blue the Coffee News paper kit. It's got some fabulous papers and ephemera in it, which of course I will show as we go through. The cover I have printed onto fabric, and of course I have used lots of brads, and I've used these clasps as closures. I just wanted to try something a little bit different that I hadn't done before myself. So it's fully enclosed, of course, more brads, and this little bit of coffee dyed, it's like a broderie anglaise, if that's how you say it, I'm not sure, like lace, and I've just used the edge of it. I thought the scalloped edge just gave it a little bit of femininity. So anyway, what we'll do now, we'll open it up and we'll have a look inside. So inside covers, front and back, again printed fabrics. These designs, which I love, these grungy designs, they're from Victoria Designs. I'll put links in the comments so you can check out everything I've used in this journal. So what I've done here, we have 4 signatures in total. There's 160 pages front and back, and each signature I've done like with a cardstock sort of cover, so it's like an old file folder, and I've just made these little tabs which are made from Craftex, and I've just glued on a little bit of coffee dyed calico just to give it a bit of that aged look. I apologise about the lighting. It's a really overcast day, and this is kind of the best I could get it. It doesn't actually bring out the richness in the colour, but it's not too bad. Okay, so first page here, this one is actually from a set also from Victoria Designs. It's their vintage letterhead. It's just, I think there's a set of 8, and they're just gorgeous. I just love the old fonts, and they just look really, really nice, and I thought it really suited this journal, since it's I guess almost a officey kind of theme. Now, I have used, in my Alice in Wonderland journals, I use this botanical and butterfly ledger paper. This is also from Lavender Blue, and I thought I'm going to put it in this one as well. I love ledger papers, and I just love this one. I love the designs, I love the colours. So it'd be interesting to see how many journals I do use it in this year. We've got lined papers, which I've printed onto parchment, which I have said before is my absolute favourite. This is one of the pages out of the Lavender Blue Coffee News kit. Super cute, layered. You've got your big coffee ring stains. I just really love that. This is just a piece of ledger paper. It's actually blue, but the lighting really isn't great. And that doesn't want to focus really well on that, but that's from a ledger book that I actually used to use when we had a business about 20 years ago. So that's almost considered vintage. Just a ledger paper, copy dyed, lots of holes along the edge, love that. Lined paper, this is just a blank page on, well, you'll see when I get to it. This paper here, again, you won't be able to really tell. It's actually a textured paper. It's called hammered paper, and I just thought, I'll give that a go. I've actually never used white paper in a journal. It's always been like a cream colour or coffee dyed, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and use a bit of white. So there's plenty plenty of space to write in this journal, which is why I make journals, is to write in them. These bits here are from the ephemera sheet. I just crop and resize things and layer them out. I love when people use actual ephemera in their journals. I love the look of it, but I find, I don't know, for myself, I just like my pages flat. And so I thought, you know, I'll just print it directly onto the page, and I think it's just as effective. So there's our first one. And I think these are just gorgeous. And the cardstock that I printed onto is actually a beautiful parchment cardstock. I'm super lucky that I have an amazing local supplier. He doesn't do retail, but I've got to know him over the years, so he's happy to help me out with what I need when he's got it. So again, just a bit more of that printed on ephemera. I just think it looks great. The colours are fantastic. Another one of the vintage letterheads. There's one in each. Each one sort of has the same pages, just in a different order, just to, you know, mix it up a bit. Just like a cream coloured paper. And I love that there's plenty of lined paper. It's just so many ways you could use this journal. Another one of the prints from the ephemera kit from Lavender Blue. I just put, that's out of it as well. I just cropped and put those on, LB for Lavender Blue. Just because I could. Okay, in the middle here I've made this cute little file, so we can just undo that, and then it will expand quite a bit. I've put these little gussets on the side. I've used an old suspension file, just cut it out and put that all together, put the eyelets through to hold the hold those on so we can close it up. And a bit of thread. Just a good spot to keep anything loose that you want to put in there, or bits of ephemera or whatever you want. Okay, on to our fourth. This one here, I love this page. I actually dulled it down a bit. It's not bright as in, you know, kids colourful bright, but I just wanted a more of a muted look, so I just played with the transparency and just took it down a bit. But I love the font. I think it's just gorgeous. Another one of the vintage letterheads. I've actually printed this onto like a bonded paper that I'd coffee dyed quite a time ago, and I love the look, but I had troubles. It's quite delicate, so a couple of them actually decided that they were going to tear on me on their way through the printer. But them's the breaks. You know how it is when you get these ideas and want to give things a go. And another one of these. I just think they look really good, and the pieces are really nice. And we are on to our last signature. So just again, more, you know, just lots of coffee dyeing, lots of vintagey look, which, you know, you've probably guessed by now from seeing my journals, that's just kind of my favourite thing. Next, well, for this month I am actually making something a bit different for me. I'm not going to say anything about it, but let's just say it's going to be quite feminine. It will be a little bit vintagey, but not vintagey as I normally do. Okay, and last page, just a blank white, and then we are done. So what I'll do, like I said, I will leave some links in the description. Excuse me for 1 second. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll leave some links in the description for Lavender Blue and also for Victoria Designs, so you can check out all of the designs that I have used in this. But yeah, look, I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I wasn't sure about the cover, had to make sure I got all my measurements right, so everything closed flat and square. But I did it, so that's all a good thing. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, I'd love a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of what I do in the future, click on the notifications, and then I will see you again soon. So enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, have a great time, and thank you so much for taking some time out to watch. Take care. Bye.